Well, not everyone can claim to know such musical luminaries as Ringo Starr or Mick Jagger, and fewer still can say they got special access to photograph them.
So that is the short story of photographer Rob Shanahan. You could say he's just a small-town boy that came to California in his van and found himself ultimately on tour with some of the greats. Welcome to you, Rob. Thank you for joining us. So you told me once, I arrived in a van, I was living on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and now you can claim to have 2 books of your photographs. Tell us more on how that came to be.
Not even jelly.
Oh, sorry. I stand corrected.
37 years ago.
Wow.
I arrived on the streets of Hollywood. You never know where life's going to treat you. And here I am, sitting here with you 2 fine ladies.
Yeah, with a big book. It's called Volume, Through the Lens of Music Photographer Rob Shanahan. How did you get to rub elbows? And you yourself are a musician.
Drummer.
A drummer.
Since I was 10.
Okay.
Photographer since I was 14. And I just love doing both. I came to LA trying to make a living doing one or the other, and turns out photography was my thing, and photographing drummers was the start of it all.
Okay, so we're seeing some images here. Walk us through.
Yeah, Rolling Stones, getting to work with those guys, one of my ultimate dream comes true. And of course, Charlie Watts, one of the best, the greatest ever.
And because you're a drummer, did you have like a certain bond with Charlie Watts?
Yeah, I first started working with Charlie in 1996, and we developed a super cool friendship, relationship that just grew. And he started trusting me more and more, would invite me to the Stones shows, and I would hang with him backstage and double drum with him in his dressing room, and just a really cool experience.
But because you were a musician as well, do you suppose that that kind of helped you along the career path?
I had 8 years playing with my high school jazz band. I got recruited into my senior high band when I was in 6th grade, so I had a really long career playing jazz. All my favorite jazz artists were Charlie's favorites, so we talked a lot about our favorite jazz drummers, and that was it. That was the beginning of the relationship. And you know, when we lost Charlie in 21, super sad, his daughter called me and said, you were able to capture Pa in a way that only the family could see.
Oh, that's very special.
And that was, still makes my heart sing when I think about that. That was so sweet and so special.
So another, oh, pardon me, Marla, go ahead.
No, we mentioned Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
And so you were with Ringo and Paul McCartney. You remember those interactions? I bet you do.
I've done a decade with Ringo. Record covers, tour books, you name it. We did a ton of stuff, which led me to start shooting he and Paul together, which was amazing. There you go, right there. And when you're looking through the camera and you see the rhythm section of the Beatles, that's a cool moment.
Indeed.
It's a really cool moment, and you have to be ready. They're very quick. They don't like posing a lot, and I'm very quick shooting with them. And that shot right there with Paul kissing Ringo, Paul just leaned in to kiss Ringo, not expecting me to be ready. He didn't think I was ready, and I'm not going to miss that shot.
The money shot.
I grabbed my camera so fast, I took the photo, and Ringo said, see, I told you he's fast. And they laughed. Second shot is a really beautiful shot. The third photo ended up on the cover of USA Today.
Oh, wow. What do you think it is about you that allows people just to be themselves? I mean, so much so that a family says, you captured our father in such a way that we could only relate to.
I'm a musician first, and I'm a fan second. Of course, we're all big fans of these guys, and I just knew the right questions to ask. I knew where to be. I knew when to shoot, when not to shoot, and I know how to be on tour, on the road, in a studio, so that helps.
I understand that Aerosmith called you and wanted you to come along a tour.
Yes.
And what happened after that?
I happened to be on tour with Ringo Starr when Aerosmith called, so I had to say no. Saying no to Aerosmith still keeps me up at night. But as soon as I got up to Ringo, I jumped on. I flew to KC, my first show with Aerosmith, and it was super cool. At soundcheck, I started meeting the band as I came to stage, and Steven Tyler walks in, gets right on my face, and he says, F you.
For saying no at first?
Yeah, nobody says no to Aerosmith unless it's for a Beatle. And we hit it off nicely, and that was it.
So no hard feelings after.
No hard feelings. We became good friends, and it turns out we're both 14-year-old boys stuck in man bodies. And it was a wonderful, wonderful experience with those guys. Really great.
So this isn't your first book. You have 2 books out.
2 books. My first book came out in 2011, forward by Ringo Starr.
Okay.
Second book, tribute to Charlie Watts, forward by the great Sheila E., one of my all-time favorites.
And we saw a picture of her.
I've been working with her for a long, long time. And a tribute to Charlie, epilogue by Keith Richards.
Oh.
Which still makes my heart sing thinking about that. And what he wrote still blows my mind. It was unbelievable. And his daughter wrote something, and Steve Jordan, who's now drumming with the Stones, Jim Keltner, and my good friend Bernard Fowler, who sings backup with the Stones. I've known him for a long time, so.
Amazing.
Yeah, I had a good group of Stones group, and big fans of Charlie, write some great stuff. I'm really proud.
One last question.
Yeah.
If you could choose one person to shoot again, who would that be?
It's not going to happen, but I would give anything to have dinner with Charlie Watts and have another round with him. My second one would be, because I'm a Minnesotan, Bob Dylan. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
He's still around.
He's still around. I'm trying to make it happen.
Rob Shanahan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.